Hi friends, welcome to all. In this video, we are going to discuss the packet tracer activity configuring IPv4 and IPv6 interfaces. This packet tracer activity is from CCNA routing and switching module 2. Here we have our addressing table, and here we can see the number of devices R1, R2 and number of PCs, and we can see the IP addresses. Here they given IPv4 address and IPv6 address. Here we can see the objectives. We are going to configure IPv4 address, and we are going to configure IPv6 address, and finally we will verify the connectivity. We will come to part 2, configure IPv4 addressing and to verify connectivity. Assign IPv4 address to R1 and LAN devices. Referring to the addressing table, configure IP addressing for R1 LAN interfaces PC1 and PC2. The serial interface has already configured. Yes, here we can see R1 and we can see the end devices PC1 and PC2. We are going to assign IP address for these two interfaces and this entity device PC1 and PC2. First of all, we will assign IP address for the entity devices PC1 and PC2. Here we can see the IP address of PC1. This is IPv4 address. I am going to copy that. And here we can see the subnet to mask is 255.255.255.128, that is /25. So we are going to set that. And also we can see the default gateway, that is 172.16.20.1. So this is the first usable IP address in this network. We are going to set this on PC1. IP configuration, we are going to set the IP address, and here is our subnet mask 255.128, and we have a default gateway. We must set it, so that is 172.16.20.1. Now we are going to set IPv4 address for PC2. Here we have the details 172.16.20.128, and here is a subnet mask and the default gateway. We are going to assign this address to PC2. We can see this is the second subnet address, and in the second subnet, first usable IP address we are going to use as a default gateway. So we are coming to PC2. Here is our IP address, and the subnet mask is 255.128. yes, and default gateway is 129. Now we are going to set IP address for R1 LAN interfaces. Here we can see the R1 and the number of interfaces. We have here we can see gigabit Ethernet 0/0 and gigabit Ethernet 0/1. We will verify the addressing table. So here is our R1. For the gigabit Ethernet 0/0, we have to set the IP address 172.16.20.1, and for the gigabit 0/1, we have to set 172.16.20.129. We will set this IP address for these interfaces now. Now we are going to configure these two interfaces. Coming to R1. So here they are asking the console password. Here we can see the user exec password is a Cisco, and the privileged exec password is class. Yes, we have to use these passwords. Here we have to give Cisco. Enable, the password is class. Configure terminal, we are going to the interface. gigabit Ethernet 0/0, and we are going to set the IP address 172.16.20.1, and we are going to give the subnet mask 255.255.255.128. Now we are going to give the no shut command. Yes. Now we are going to the interface gigabit Ethernet 0/1, and we are going to set the IP address that is 172.16.20.129, and the subnet mask 255.255.255.128, and we are going to give the no shut command. Now we can see these two interfaces are up. Now we will move to step 2, verify connectivity. PC1 and PC2 should be able to ping each other and the dual stack server. Yes, here we can see the PC1 and PC2. So these two edge devices should communicate, and from these edge devices we should be able to communicate to this dual stack server. We will verify that. We will go to PC1, command prompt. We are going to ping to the server. Yes, we are getting the reply, and we will ping to PC2, that is 172. Yes, we have to verify the IP address of PC2. Yes, here we have. So we are going to ping to this PC2. I'm going to paste it here. Yes, we are getting the reply. Now we are going to verify from PC2, command prompt. So first of all I will copy the IP address of dual stack server. Here is the IP address, and now I am going to ping to this server. Yes, we can see we are getting the reply. Now we will ping to PC1, that is 172.16.20.10. Yes, we are getting the reply from PC1. Yes, now we will move to part 2, configure IPv6 addressing and verify connectivity. Assign IPv6 addresses to R2 and LAN devices. Referring to the addressing table, configure IP addressing for R2 LAN interfaces, PC3 and PC4. The serial interface is already configured. Yes, here we can see the R2 and the end devices. We are going to assign IPv6 address for these devices. Now we are going to set IPv6 address for this PC3 end device. Here we can see the IPv6 address for PC3. We'll come to PC3 and we will give IPv6 address, and here we can see the prefix length is 64. Also we can see the default gateway is FE80:2. We are going to assign that. Now we will set IP address for PC4. Here we can see the IPv6 address for PC4. Coming to PC4. Yes, here we are going to set, and the prefix length is 64. Also here we can see default gateway. We are going to assign that. Now we will set IP address for R2 LAN interfaces. Here we can see the R2 and its LAN interfaces. First of all, we will configure a gigabit Ethernet 0/0. So here is our IPv6 address. Coming to R2 CLI. Yes, password is Cisco. Enable. Password is class. Configure terminal. We are going to the interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0, and we are going to set the IP address /64. Yes, oops, we set to IPv4, so we have to give IPv6. Yes, now we are going to give the no shut command. Now we will set IPv6 address for interface gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Here is our address. Coming to R2, we have to go to the interface gigabit Ethernet 0/1, and we are going to set IPv6 address, and we have to specify the IPv6 address. Now no shut command. Yes. Now this PC3 and PC4 will be able to ping each other, and these PCs can ping to the server, dual stack server. We will verify it now. We will go to PC3 command prompt, and before that we will see the IP address of this server. Here is our address, IPv6 address. We are going to ping from PC3. Ping and the IP address here, IPv6. Yes, we are getting the reply. Now we will check from PC4. And here is address. Yes, we are getting the reply. Now we will ping these PCs each other. I'm going to copy this PC4 IPv6 address. Coming to PC3, we are going to ping from PC3. Ping and PC4 IPv6 address. Yes, we are getting the reply. It was a small packet tracer activity configuring IPv4 and IPv6 interfaces. We will be having all the CCNA routing and switching packet tracer activity videos in this channel. So if you not yet subscribed, you can subscribe my channel right now, so that you will get the new video information into your Gmail. Thank you.